In this video, I'm gonna show you some of the best ideas from the book Mindset, and then we're gonna talk about how do you actually implement them in your life. It's a phenomenal book. I think you're gonna love it, so let's go.
Since the dawn of time, people have been different. From their thinking to their actions, reactions, attention, memory, and intelligence, no two people are ever alike. Through the evolution of humanity and science, these differences have been largely attributed to physical characteristics like shape and size of the head, and in the last few decades, to genes. But today, most experts agree that genes don't provide the full picture. It is both nature and nurture. It is both genes and environment that makes us who we are. From conception to death, there is a constant give and take between the two. In other words, each one of us has the ability to grow, learn, and literally become more intelligent. Or, as the inventor of the IQ tests himself puts it, it is not always the people who start out the smartest who end up the smartest. So, if your intelligence and skills are not set in stone by your genes, why do some people succeed in the highest levels and live happy and fulfilled lives, while others spend their time in misery, self-doubt, and concentrating on everything which is seemingly wrong in their lives? It comes down to your mindset. The view that you adopt for yourself profoundly affects the way you lead your life. Your mindset can determine whether you become the person who you want to be or whether you accomplish the things you value the most. There are generally two major types of mindsets. On one side, you have the fixed mindset, the belief that your qualities are carved in stone. This creates the urgency to prove yourself over and over and over again. After all, if you are who you are and have a certain amount of intelligence and personality, you better prove that you have a healthy dose of them. You know such people for sure. You've seen them in the classroom, in the office, and maybe even in your family and social circles. Every situation calls for a confirmation of their intelligence, personality, or character. On the other side, you have a growth mindset. It is based on the belief that your basic qualities are things that you can cultivate through your efforts, from your strategies, and from help from other people. People may differ in their initial talents, aptitudes, interests, and temperaments, but everyone can change and grow through application and experience. Does that mean that everyone can be an Einstein or a Beethoven? Of course not. But growth mindset people believe that one's true potential is unknown, and it is impossible to foresee what can be accomplished with years of passion, learning, and training. After all, Darwin and Tolstoy were considered normal children, and one of the greatest golfers of all time, Ben Hogan, was pretty uncoordinated as a child, and even Walt Disney himself was fired from his first job due to lack of imagination. Let's dig a little bit deeper into how your mindset literally controls your life. Your mindset dictates your relationship with success and failure, and that plays a huge role in your career development. In a fixed mindset world, success is about proving to yourself and to others that you are smart and talented. So any type of a setback, a bad grade, a losing score, not getting the job you wanted, means you're not smart or capable enough. In a growth mindset, success is determined by learning and improving. It's all about stretching yourself. If you didn't win but left it out on the field, or if the loss helped you learn something new, it is a success. Spending your time and effort on always evolving, learning, and honing down your skills instead of proving that you're already the best will certainly give you a much greater chance of success. Your mindset also governs your relationships. If you believe that both you and your partner, friend, or family member have traits and characteristics that are unchangeable, it means that your relationship is also unchangeable. It is either meant to be and you guys live in perfect harmony, or in an eternal misery. In contrast, people with a growth mindset believe that people can still have flaws and good relationships. Things that are not in sync in a relationship can be improved upon with clear communication and effort, and that in turn makes the entire relationship that much better and that much stronger. Okay, so your mindset matters. Great. But what does that mean to you, and how can you use it to your advantage? It all starts with figuring out which mindset are you currently leaning towards. Do you think your intelligence is something basic about you that you cannot change very much? You can try to do things differently, but major parts of who you are cannot really be changed. If you agree with the statement, this is a fixed mindset thinking. Do you believe that no matter how intelligent you are right now, you can always change it and change it a lot? And not only that, but you can influence and change the basic things that currently make you who you are. If you agree with the statement, this is a growth mindset. If you happen to be in the growth category, awesome, you're already on your way to success. If you're heavily leaning towards fixed, well, things are not doomed just yet. So let's talk about how you can go about adopting a more productive outlook on life.
Okay, so you found yourself leaning more towards the fixed side. How do you go about improving that mindset, growing that mindset, and moving the needle in a more positive direction? Well, step number one is try to figure out what is the source? What is the initial source? Where is this mindset currently coming from? Because as the book discusses itself, it's not like you were born with it. You were not born a fixed mindset person and that's it. Somebody gave it to you. It could be a parent, a caregiver, a sibling, a teacher. There's many different people who've influenced your life, and maybe somebody said, hey, this is the way you should behave. Or if you behave this way, you're gonna get our approval. Or option number two, you gave it to yourself. It could be the same parent or teacher or sibling that didn't give it to you, but they were that way themselves. They had a certain way of thinking, certain way of behavior, and through being with them so many years, that became yours. But it's important to trace back, where is it coming from? Because this is gonna go hand in hand with step number two, which is self-awareness. Now that you figure out the source, you know that your tendency is to think in a certain way. Now it's all about self-awareness, catching yourself when something good or bad happens, catching yourself of what is your conversation? What's going on up here? What are the questions? If something bad happens to you, are you saying to yourself, hey, this proves that I'm not worthy enough? Or are you saying to yourself, what is this teaching me? What is the lesson that I can learn? Once you're aware of this, once you're aware of the conversations going on, you can take little steps towards improving it. And a very important note to be made is patience. Your mindset is not something, your current mindset is not something that you developed overnight. It took you years, if not decades, to become who you are. So chances are it's gonna take you a long time to become better. You cannot just go to school or go online and take a class in growth mindset and boom, now you're this amazing person. It will take time. It will take work, but it is so worth it because you are worth it. Because one day you're gonna wake up, something's gonna happen to you, good or bad, and you're gonna realize, hey, same thing happened to me 5-10 years ago, and my way of thinking was this, and now I cannot recognize the way I'm thinking. You're gonna be so proud of yourself, and it's gonna feel so good. But it will take time, it will take work. It's all about self-awareness. It's about consciously going through your own thoughts while when something happens, going through your own reactions and making little steps to improve it. Because mindset is what it's all about. Mindset is not only gonna allow you to achieve your goals, but also allow you to enjoy them. Because you might be making $1 million per year, you might have achieved that goal, but if you're not happy about it, if your mindset is not allowing you to enjoy that, then what's the point? You might be happier making $50,000 instead of $1 million. So the mindset is what drives your life, is what's gonna allow you to achieve your goals, but it's also gonna allow you to enjoy them. Step number one, trace that source of the mindset. Step number two, self-awareness, and keep in mind, it's gonna take some time. It's work, I know, but you are so worth it. So give this gift to yourself, try to improve your mindset, and you're gonna be blown away by the results. And if you want more videos such as this one, extracting the best ideas from some of the best books in self-help, in motivation, in productivity, and then showing you how to implement those ideas, click on the subscribe button, join the family. I put out 2 new videos each and every week, teaching you the best ideas from the best books. You're gonna love it. Join the family, click on the subscribe button. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'm always there answering questions. Have an amazing day. Go ahead, go after the mindset. You're so worth it. You're gonna enjoy the new person that you're gonna become.